everyone, hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, make sure that you go and subscribe it just now itself. Make sure that you're clicking on the bell button so that you get regular updates whenever I upload a video. Okay, so today we would be talking about breath as an aspect. Now, I would say breath is our life. The day our breath stops, we are dead, right? So this is the importance of breath. Now you can actually understand that how important breath is in our life. Like it is everything. Okay, so if breath is there, we are existing. But still, in our day-to-day routine, in our sedentary lifestyles, we've actually taken breath for granted. Why have we taken breath for granted? Like we keep on working, we sleep, we are subconscious, unconscious, conscious. So we do not have any awareness about our breathing process. Our breath keeps on going, keeps on flowing, and we are like, okay, let it flow. But have we ever sat and probably focused on the breathing process and done some breathing with full awareness ever? I would say no. Right. Instead in this sedentary lifestyle, or I would say that in the lifestyle which we are living, that it's so fast, we are so much into achieving a lot of things that most of the times we are stressed, we have anxiety, we have tension, and we are worried about a lot of things. And because of that, we go into the process of shallow breathing. Shallow breathing is nothing but a breath wherein you are not breathing in up to your maximum capacity. Hardly there are a few people who might be inhaling in up to their maximum capacity just because you are worried, you are stressed, you are anxious. Talking about your postures, most of the time sitting on a table or a chair, we are sitting like this. Just observe your posture. Most of the times we sit like this. And because we sit like this portion of our chest is always contracted. We do not inhale up to our maximum ability. So we are actually making a lot of mistakes here and there while breathing, and we are hardly aware about it. Now, chalo, we've talked about all the problems, so we know these are the problems. But what exactly should we do about it? Like how to improve our breathing? How to be aware about our breath? So these are the questions which will come up when I'll say that you're breathing wrongly or something like that. So now talking about pranayam, a lot of people tell that what is the need of breathing? Pranayam karne ki zarurat kya hai? So talking about the need of breathing, or would say breathing exercises or pranayam, just giving a simple example. You might have seen a river. When a river flows, it has a beautiful flow and then it blends in the ocean. That's it. It keeps on flowing and it blends in the ocean. So is it creating any kind of utilization to people? No, not at all, right? So what we do is, for creating optimum utilization or for making an optimum utilization of that particular resource, we need to create a dam. As soon as we create a dam on that particular river, what will happen is a lot of other villages will get the river water useful. In their houses, they will get the river water. They'll be able to, use it in their daily day-to-day activities. Okay. And when we talk about the other part, so what will happen is you will be able to create a lot of energy, and with that energy, electricity and a lot of other benefits will come up for the humankind. So just by creating a control or a dam on that particular flowing river, we could create multiple uses. In a similar manner, our breath keeps on flowing. But the moment you build a dam, and the dam is nothing but the pranayam which we are doing. That is the breathing exercise, the breathing activities which we do in our day-to-day life. So just by incorporating around 15 to 20 minutes or half an hour of pranayam or breathing in your daily routine along with asana practice, I am sure it would definitely be a great help to you. This series would be specifically related to all these breathing exercises and pranayama, specifically meant for all of you, so that you can practice all these pranayam at home, taking guidance from our videos. So let's quickly get started. Now, talking about today's video. In today's video, we would be talking about yogic breathing. Now, what is this yogic breathing all about? There are basically three types of breathing, digging into a little theoretical aspect so that you come to know the technicalities of breathing as well. Breathing has three types. The first one is the natural one, which generally happens and which actually should happen in all of us, that is diaphragmatic breathing or abdominal breathing. Now you would say that breathing तो हम lung से करते हैं, तो ये abdomen कहाँ मतलब how would you breathe in with your abdomen? That sounds absolutely absurd and illogical. So the whole thing over here is that when you inhale in, your lungs expand. There is a thin diaphragm which is kind of dome shaped, which is exactly below your lungs. So as you inhale in optimum capacity, like you just inhale in proper oxygen in your lungs, what happens is your lungs will expand properly. As soon as they expand properly, the diaphragm gets pushed down because of the pressure, and so the abdomen bulges out. क्योंकि abdomen क्या होता है? It is kind of a sac. So as soon as, or a balloon. So as soon as you push it, it will come out. So that is why if you are inhaling in properly, that what happens is your abdomen bulges out, and if you are exhaling out properly, your abdomen bulges down. This is a proper breathing which generally should happen in any human being, a natural breathing. Okay, and if you would see a small baby, if you've not seen, I would just say this, look at the babies, newborn babies, when they're lying down, you will see their abdomen moving up and down at a very fast pace, and they are doing proper abdominal breathing. You would hardly find any baby doing thoracic or clavicular breathing, which we'll be talking about in the latter stage of this video. So abdominal breathing should happen naturally. Let's just see how exactly you breathe when you breathe when you do the abdominal breathing.
Let's start with the first type of breathing, that is belly breathing or abdominal breathing. All the four types of breathing, you will have to sit straight, keeping your back straight. Any meditative posture of your choice, just simply sit in a position in which you will be able to sit for a longer period of time. If you feel that you would not be able to keep your back straight for a longer period of time, you may slouch it, knowingly or unknowingly. In that case, you can take wall support. It is absolutely fine. Make sure that you are not sitting on a sofa or a bed and practicing the same. Along with that, if you are an elderly person and if you cannot sit down, you can definitely sit on a chair. That is one of the options. And a lot of people, what they feel is as they inhale in, their belly goes in, as they exhale out, their belly goes out, which is practically not possible. And if you also feel the same, in that case, you just lie down and do all these four practices. So just lie down on a mat and do the practices. Do not lie down on a sofa or a bed again, because they are uneven surfaces. All right, so let's get started with the first type of breathing. So in belly breathing, what you need to do is you need to inhale in deep in your lungs, in the lower part of your lungs. So it's very, it would be very difficult for you to understand what is the lower part of the lung and how to inhale in to the lower part. But it's just that you need to inhale in very deeply in such a way that when you are inhaling in, it should look very normal. It shouldn't sound abnormal and forceful inhalation. And the sound shouldn't be audible to anyone else but you, your own self. Okay, so it should be that normal, the way you inhale in normally. Just inhale in deep in your lungs. Your diaphragm will push down, and so will your belly expand. And in a similar manner, as you will exhale out, your diaphragm will come in the original position, and so will your belly also contract in the original position. This is termed as belly breathing or abdominal breathing, wherein you focus more on lower lobe of your lungs. Let's try and practice this kind of a breathing. Initially, you might feel it a little difficult, and so what you can do is you can just place your left palm on the chest and right palm on the abdomen, just to observe your abdominal movement dominant over your chest movement. Let's see how exactly it works. Over here, I have zoomed in my video just to show how I'm breathing normally, and see the way my abdomen is going out or bulging out and it's going in.
Now we go ahead with the second type of breathing, that is the thoracic breathing. Thoracic, what is it? Okay, now basically our lungs have 3 lobes. So abdominal breathing is basically focusing on the lower lobe of the lung, and we are talking about the central or the middle lobe of the lung. So it focuses on this portion of our upper body, so chest. So as you inhale in, your chest expands, and as you exhale down, your chest contracts. So that is kind of a thoracic breathing. Now, to be very frank, this type of breathing, if is done for a longer period of time, it is considered as stressful breathing, or it is basically considered that if shallow breathing. So shallow breathing is the right word to use if I'm talking about a thoracic type of breathing. Okay, so generally, because we are anxious, because we are stressed, we are worried, we are constantly hunching our back and working on our computers, most of the times the type of breathing which happens is thoracic breathing, which is absolutely not the right way of breathing. Okay, but if practiced with full awareness, this type of breathing is also very, very helpful. But if it is happening because of stress and anxiety, not good. Let's just have a look at how exactly we practice thoracic breathing.
You are supposed to inhale in such a way that your lungs expand, and so does your chest expands, and the movement or the expansion of the chest should be dominant over the expansion of the belly. So your belly shouldn't bulge more. So your chest movement should be dominant over the movement of your belly or your abdomen. So what you do over here is, you are supposed to inhale in such a way that you are focusing on the middle lobe of the lungs. You inhale in, your chest expands, and slowly they contract. Now, as we did in the belly breathing, you just need to place your left palm on the chest and right palm on the abdomen. Start inhaling in, and as you inhale in, see how your chest expands, and as you exhale out, see how your chest contracts. This is thoracic type of breathing. You can again repeat it for 5 to 6 times.
Now moving ahead to the last and the final type of breathing, that is clavicular breathing. Now what is this clavicular breathing? Okay, so just a technical term of it. This is basically the breathing which is focused on the upper lobe of the chest. It is basically focused on the upper lobe of the chest. Okay, so how do you breathe when you are breathing or when you are doing clavicular breathing? How exactly it happens? Okay, so it is, in the layman's language, it is a breathing wherein when you breathe in, your shoulders go up, as you breathe out, your shoulders go down. Now, this breathing doesn't happen normally. In your day-to-day life, this kind of breathing never happens. As I told you, in your day-to-day life, when you're inhaling in normally, you are doing diaphragmatic breathing or you are doing abdominal breathing. If you are stressed and anxious, you are going for the thoracic breathing, that is a shallow breathing. And if you are if you enter into any kind of activity which is like rigorous and aggressive in nature in terms of running, jogging, cardio, or weightlifting or strength training, or in that terms you can also talk about Zumba, aerobics. So if you are doing all these kind of activities, you will start breathing, inhaling in and exhaling out very, very fast, at a faster pace. So when you are doing that, what will happen is, you would not realize, but you will start inhaling and exhaling out very, very fast. At that point of time, you will observe your shoulders going up and down, up and down, up and down. So that is nothing but a clavicular breathing. So generally, clavicular breathing happens only when you are involved in such aggressive activities. I'll just show you how exactly it happens. So, it is like, so this is what, if you would have seen, I was intentionally doing it, but this is how your shoulders go up and down when you are inhaling and exhaling out. So in yogic breathing, we will also try to go for clavicular breathing. So I'll just show you, if you are with awareness doing clavicular breathing, how exactly would it look. So we are focusing on the upper lobe of the lungs, and accordingly we will practice the clavicular breathing. Let's just see how exactly it happens.
Wherein we will try to focus on the upper lobe of the chest. As you inhale in, your shoulders will slowly go up slightly. Okay, so whenever we are not doing it intentionally, initially it may happen that you will try to do it intentionally and take your shoulders up. So you're not supposed to do it like that. Just inhale and see how your shoulders just slightly goes up, and exhale and see how your shoulders settle back to their original position. This is clavicular breathing. Again, we will try to repeat this for 5 to 6 times. In normal life, you definitely cannot have clavicular breathing. It's just when you are doing some heavy exercises or cardio, then this type of a breathing is possible.
Now going ahead with the last and final type of breathing, that is yogic breathing for today. All of us can practice yogic breathing. All of us can do yogic breathing irrespective of the age, irrespective of the gender, and irrespective of any other health issues you have, right? So in that case, any old age person will also be able to practice. You need not to sit like this for practicing yogic breathing. You can sit on a chair. Most important aspect you need to follow over here is that you need to keep your back straight. That's very important. Okay, so if you're sitting down, you can sit in Sukhasana the way I am sitting. Advisably sit on a chair. So you make sure that your chair is like a little flat, having a flat bottom, so that your butts are properly placed on the chair, your spine is aligned, and so that you can practice the breathing properly. Yogic breathing is a combination of abdominal, thoracic and clavicular breathing. So what you do is you inhale in such a way, that you expand your lungs properly so that your abdomen bulges out, then your chest expands, and so does your shoulders slightly go up. So we would just see how exactly it looks. Okay,
so what you do is you take a deep inhalation in such a way, focusing on your lower, middle and your upper lobe. So inhale in and fill in oxygen up to the maximum capacity in your lungs. Okay, as if you are just blowing a balloon to its optimum capacity, and there is no space for any more air remaining in the balloon. Okay, so in the similar manner, you inhale in to your optimum capacity, so that as you inhale in, your diaphragm shifts down. As you're focusing on the lower lobe, your diaphragm pushes down and your belly bulges out. That is the first thing which will happen. Second stage would be your chest going out. So now belly is already bulged out, then your chest will expand, and now the third one is your shoulder will go up. Okay, so the 1, 2, 3, that is belly, thoracic and clavicular, will happen in the same preference. So first will belly will bulge out, thoracic, chest will expand, and shoulder will go up. This is proper inhalation done, and then slowly you exhale it out. Okay, so we will try to do this 5 to 6 times. Over here I'm just showing a good demo zoomed in just to show how it happens. So as you inhale in, your belly goes out, your chest expands, and then slowly your shoulders go up, and in the similar manner slowly your belly contracts down, so does your chest, and so does your shoulder go to the normal position. This is yogic breathing.
So I hope you found this video helpful. We today learned a different type of breathing, that is a yogic breathing, which you can actually perform in your day-to-day lives and incorporate in the routine of pranayam. The first thing you should go for is yogic breathing, or this kind of a breathing. Alright, so that's it for today's video. I am making a whole series on pranayam. We will be learning different types of pranayam. I'll try to cover up all the pranayams which I know, and I'll be guiding you people on all of those pranayam. Make sure that you're practicing it correctly, you are considering all the technicalities, and you listen to my video from the beginning till the end, and then practice, or practice it along with me. Either of it is fine. Alright, but make sure that you're not doing it wrongly. If you are still doubtful about the way you're practicing is correct or not, make sure you are approaching a certified yoga teacher. For that, consult that particular person and ask him or her that if you're practicing it correctly or not. And very important thing is, you make sure that you're paying him or her for whatever consultation you've taken. Alright, so that is very important. Okay, then I'll see you in the next episode of our pranayam series. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy, keep smiling. Make sure that you've subscribed to our channel and do like our videos. If you found this video helpful, write in the comment section below. If you want to see more such videos, or you have some of your choices which you feel that you really want to know, or you are like inquisitive about, write it down, share it with us. I will try to respond each and every comment, and I will definitely try to make the videos of your choice. Okay, then see you next week with another video on pranayam. Till then, bye, stay happy, stay healthy.